everybody. Welcome to Pick a Side, Stupid. Tonight's debate is about low budget, and it's something that I'm well familiar with. And a couple people on the show have also said that they maybe have lived a low budget lifestyle at some point in time during their life. So we're going to see what they have to say as the show goes on. I'll ask questions, and debaters will have a minute to answer them and pick their side. And then their opponent will have a minute, and then they'll each have a 30-second rebuttal. And then you, the audience, will vote on a winner who will move on to the next round and face another winner. So let's say hi to our comics tonight. We will start with our good friend Wayne Maston. Hey, Wayne, how's it going?
Good, Sean. How are you? How was your
Good.
Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I ate all kinds of food, too much food, And how was yours?
It was equally good. We had a small turnout, but I got to cook the turkey, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice. So, did you have any specifically Thanksgiving-related, tips on saving money?
Yeah, if you can, I suggest that you go to enlist in the Army or one of the services, and then do your Thanksgiving at a mess hall. They have some really fine food, and it's free.
Oh, all right. And all that you have to do is join the military.
Yeah, just ticket for six.
I
Take
mean,
6 years off your life.
What a deal.
They'll give you a free place to live, and they'll give you, clothes and everything. So it's a really good deal for 6 years.
Sure. And okay, but is there a certain branch that you would recommend over the others?
Yeah, probably the Air Force.
Air Force, okay.
Because the first thing the Air Force does when they go any place is they put in a golf course.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. And do you get to golf for free?
Sure.
Oh, all right. Well, this is sign me up, I'm in.
You can fly for free too.
Yeah, great. All right. Well, then, you know what? Why are we even bothering finishing this show?
Let's all go down to the recruiters.
Yeah, I don't know if I would make it in anymore, because when I went to sign up when I was, I was in my 20s, and they were like concerned because they were like, if you were 1 year older, we'd have to check your credit. And at this point, they would check my credit and they'd be like, nah, we can't let you in. So, hey. All right. We also have our friend Shelly Grunberg with us tonight. Hey, Shelly.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm killing it. How are you?
Great. Do you have any money saving tactics that you can tell us about?
No, but my 4 foot tall grandmother dries out paper towels and uses them again.
Yeah, well, that's a money saving tactic that you've shared with us now. So it's great. Maybe you don't take advantage of it, but now that we know, we can all share in the money savings. Any specific type of paper towel that's best for that?
I don't know.
Like a brand.
I use the Trader Joe's brand paper towels, not to flex.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you spend that much on it in the first place, I think you have to use it multiple times.
Yeah.
Is Trader Joe's expensive? I don't know.
It's actually not super expensive. I think it's like $4 for a thing of like 3 paper. This is an ad for Trader Joe's right now.
All right.
We're sponsored.
Well, yeah. We also have our friend Sean Rosa with us tonight. Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Hey, what would you say you're saving the most money on right now?
Oh, probably shaving cream and razors, but a few other things, gas, just the things, food kind of.
Yeah, sure. If you like saving money, this is a
time. Yeah, it's I paid off my credit cards, and now I'm like, oh, I can just start charging them way back up again because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, no razors or shaving cream for Sean Rosa. Oh. I would like it though if you're still spending the same amount on shaving cream and you just like to put it on and then wash it off or something.
Yeah, just live my life, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We also have our friend Nick Martucci with us. Hey, Nick.
Hi, Sean.
How's it going, man?
It's going good. How are you?
Good, good. Any unique money saving strategies that you can tell us about?
I mean, I don't know that unique is the right word. There are things that I do that it's not until the internet you realize everyone else does too. I'll spend like 20, 30 minutes going through the meats at the supermarket trying to get 4 or 5 cents down. That adds up over the course of years. You're not going to buy the chicken breast that's $2.82 if there's a $2.74 in there. And I think that's how I've been able to afford a roof over my head, food to eat.
All right. Yeah, I've seen people do that. I'm not usually
Oh, you feel so good when you find the bargain go. If you can get 10 cents under the first thing you saw, your body doesn't know the difference between 2 ounces of chicken.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, so that's another thing to do. Check the prices on the meat. All right, we also have our friend Peter Liu with us tonight. Hey, Peter. Are you muted? Do you have your mic on? I can't hear you.
Doesn't want to talk.
I don't know.
How about now?
Oh, there you are. Yeah. Hey. Hey, what's happening?
Not much.
Yeah. So how do you save money?
I'm on a ramen only diet.
Nice.
I also did this in college. I did this thing where I ate like once every 16 hours. Some of you call it intermittent fasting. I called it being poor.
Yeah, I don't. What does it feel like to go 15 hours without food?
You get used to it after a while. The first, I think, like month is the like 3 weeks, but afterwards it's like handleable. You're like the hunger doesn't feel as painful anymore.
Did you ever like get like real cranky though?
Probably, but you know, that's the repercussions are on other people, so who cares?
Good point. All right. We also have our friend Bill McMorrow with us tonight. Hey, Bill.
Hello, Sean Carter.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm great. What do you do to cut down on costs, Bill?
None of your business. Why don't you figure it out yourself? I'm not here to, I came here to debate. I didn't come here to give you tips on saving money. So. No, you know what you do is you marry a hairdresser and then never pay for haircuts again.
Okay. Well, Sarah's gonna have to get her cosmetology license or something.
You should. It's a wonderful career, you know, except for when there's a pandemic and it spreads by being near other people.
Yeah,
then it's not probably as good. But
yeah, well, good for you for saving money.
Why is my basement so dark? I can't lighten it up.
Love the wood paneling.
Because you're
Hi,
saving
baby.
money.
Hi, baby, over there with Sarah. What's the baby's name? Are we?
Is that a baby?
There's Sarah's holding a baby there.
Yeah.
Does nobody see the baby?
I see.
Yeah, but there's really strict rules about babies being on camera and in show business, so we're not allowed to.
I mean,
are we all covering
probably,
for Bill's sexual harassment that's happening right now?
I mean, you should probably tell that to the lady sitting in front.
Stop calling my wife baby.
I thought he was talking about Rick's dog.
Why don't you come over here and make me stop, Sean? You know where I live. You know where I live. I'll be waiting.
I do know where you live. Can I come over and go in the pool sometime? Or
no.
Okay. All right. We also have our good friend Allie Dick with us tonight. Hey, Allie, what's up?
Ahoy, hoy. Nothing. What's up?
Not much. So, of all of your money saving schemes, what would you like to tell everybody about the most tonight?
You know I have so much to say. That's why you set it up like that. Okay, so I reuse paper towels too, and I'm actually at my boyfriend's house right now, and we're kind of like the duo of saving money. So he cuts up sponges like this. And then when you shop at Stop and Shop or someplace that you can sort of like scan your own groceries, well, I guess in overall, like shoplift is like when you get to be an older woman, like people really don't pay attention to you, so like you can get away with it more. So,
All right.
I don't shoplift as much as I did when I was a teen, but once in a while you can indulge.
But it seems like it's probably less of a thrill when it's just strictly for saving money.
No, you feel like you're winning, you know? It's like thrifting or like finding something free on the side of the road, which trash picking is another one. Like you feel like you're winning, you know?
Sure, yeah. Do you ever pick up anything off the side of the road that's sort of like ambiguous, whether it's trash or whether somebody is just waiting to like get a second person to bring it in their house?
Okay, so you're not sure if it's trash or if somebody owns it?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody, yeah. No, I do get stuff off the road almost every day in Somerville because it's like kind of like a wealthy town. But no, if it's ambiguous, I'll leave it for a little while, you know?
Sure.
Like I saw an umbrella the other day and I was like, somebody might need the umbrella. I'll leave it.
Sure, yeah, I hear you. I went for a bike ride once and I went into my house and left my bike on the front yard and I came out and somebody's walking towards it, just some stranger that had hopped out of their car. And I was like, I think they were trying to save on a bike right now. I think that's what was happening. But yeah, anyways, hey, we have one more comic with us that we got to say hi to, and that is Darby. Hi, Darby. What's happening?
Say something. You're on the internet. Say something. You're embarrassing me.
Oh, the puppy? I was like, who are you talking about?
Okay, so Rick Canavan is also with us.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, did you get such a small dog because it eats less and that costs less money?
No, I just
Okay.
met this dog and I love him. That's
okay.
it.
Okay. Well, that's okay too, I guess. Do you have any special ways to save money, Rick?
Yeah. Have you heard of a bank?
I have.
If you go to one, they give you free food.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, it's a food bank.
I don't. Okay. Let's get into the questions. Let's start with some debate questions today. And then people will debate, and then it will be up to the audience to vote for who they want to move on to the next round. So our first debate will be between Nick Martucci and Peter Liu. So Nick, would you like to go first or second?
I will go second, please.
Okay. Peter, your question, there's no category, so all these questions are out of the same low budget category.
No advantage going first anymore.
There's no advantage to going first, except that maybe the audience will give you a little credit for going first. You know, that's possible. Okay, so your question is, this is from James Sheehan, and what James wants to know is what's worse, going into your neighbor's recycling to take out the redeemable cans and bottles, or going through the trash outside of the convenience store to try and find winning scratch tickets?
Okay. Well, I definitely the cans of the neighbors, right? Because you don't want them to know your situation. I mean, you still live with them. That's the problem, right? So you're going through their trash can. They know what's going on with you. Now next week you go back and there's no trash cans. It's gonna be an awkward conversation. You knock on the door, hey, what's going on here? There's less recycling this week than there was last week. Some of us depend on you, you know. This is my primary business. It's not a side gig. Versus the lottery tickets, I mean, that's just low probability. But those trash cans, that's a guaranteed 5 cents per can. In a non-COVID situations where they're having parties, that's a pretty sweet deal. I say you can probably get at least, 50 to 100 cans a week. That's a solid $1. No? $5. $5. 5 whole dollars. That's it.
I personally don't need cans. I need a dream in my heart. That's what keeps you going in life. That thrill of maybe this is going to turn my life around. I'm not going to get that in a Coke can. I am going to get that in some foolish stranger who went to a store and bought a scratch ticket and scratched it off and won, and then thought, you know what? I don't need this money today. I'm going to give this to somebody who is less fortunate and willing to dig for it, like a fun little Japanese game show. You have to know where to go. You have to go to the rich neighborhoods where they don't really need the money, but they love the sport of it. There, you're gonna find some good scratch tickets. You're gonna win 3 or 4 scratch tickets, I think, a week. Just probability from what I've done. I don't need to touch other people's recyclables. I don't believe in that. I believe that everything should be thrown away or used. Recycling is just delaying time, and we don't need that in our lives. Time.
I feel like the good neighborhoods are going to have a lot more trash cans with soda cans in them than they are lottery tickets. That made a lot more sense in my head, I guess. I'm just saying, the good neighborhoods, why do they need scratch tickets? Much more likely that they've been splurging the whole time. So you can at least use the fact that, they've been splurging to collect more cans. Each can is a...
That's what I'm saying. They do not need scratch tickets. That's why they throw away winning scratch tickets. That's just science. That's how things work. If you don't need something, you get rid of it without even knowing. They'll drop a winning scratch ticket. They won't look back. It's like a nickel fell on the ground. And you're there just going behind them, picking them up. They don't drink soda. That's a commoner's drink. They drink things that can't be redeemed for 5 cents. I don't trust what they drink. I want their discarded gold.
Time. All right. So a lot of good points here, but it's going to be up to you, the audience, to vote on a winner. So go into the pickasidestupid.com hashtag poll. The link is right below me on YouTube. Just click on that and you can vote for your favorite, whether it's Nick or Peter. And in a couple minutes,
we solid argument. I would vote for Nick on that one.
I would also vote for me. So that's 2 right there.
Yeah, but you got to also give Peter credit, and you got to give him credit for going first too. So it's like, what do you do here?
That's true. I changed. I'm voting for Peter.
So we'll keep that open for a couple of seconds more. And while we do, just because me and Sarah have been on a real Christmas movie kick this week, it's December. I want to ask, Nick, do you have a recommendation for a Christmas movie that we should watch?
Have you seen the not Michael Keaton Jack Frost movie?
I have not.
About a killer snowman?
Mm-mm.
A murderer dies and comes back to life as a murderous snowman?
So it's kind of like the Child's Play sort of.
It is a little Child's Play, except this one has a kid who almost murders his own father by feeding him antifreeze.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this sounds like fun.
The kid's not the villain. He just doesn't want his dad to get cold, so he bakes cookies with antifreeze.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, Christmas, the Christmas spirit, Jack Frost. Right
Okay.
before Michael Keaton's bad dad died.
Well, we'll have to check it out. Jack Frost. I'm gonna put it on my list for movies to watch this month because we've already gone through probably like 10 movies already this December. So we're gonna need some more. Okay. So the votes are in, and this round, Nick Martucci is moving on. And yeah, congrats, Nick.
I'm voting for you next time, Peter.
Where do I vote?
Oh, I will put the link in our chat. If I can just find it on the internet here. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Because I want to recount. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for everybody in the Zoom meeting, it's in the chat right now. And if you're on YouTube, it is right below the video in the description. So for whoever's watching this, Katie Baker and Archer looks like are on there. And somebody else that says that Sean is looking handsome. Sean, congrats, Sean Rosa. People like the beard.
Oh, I'm please no, don't say that about. They're talking about you, Sean.
Nah, that's not the case. Okay. Hey, let's see. Next up, our next debate will be between Shelley Grunberg and Allie Dick. So, hey, Shelley. Hey, Allie.
Hey.
Shelley, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second, please.
Second. Okay. So, Allie, your question is okay. This is a question from Ken Green, and what he wants to know is who is the worst cheap person? Is it the person at your office that steals the lunches in the fridge, or the person that goes out to dinner with a group and forgets their wallet?
Okay. Do I just start? I kind of forget how this goes. Do I?
Oh yeah, just let us know which one you think is worse, and then just tell us why they're the worst.
I think the person that steals the lunch from the work refrigerator is the worst. And that person is the worst because, well, these days when you're out to dinner and somebody else is there and they don't have the money, like everybody has Venmo, and if they don't, like you just like it's perfectly acceptable to be like, how are you gonna send me the money? So there's that. And yeah, you know what? Like you pack a lunch every day. I packed a lunch every day in high school. Like if somebody stole my lunch, I'd be pretty pissed. Yeah, I mean, like there's only so many people within an office, and it's just not right. Yep. Okay. That was Pat Barrett. I think that's it for me. I'm kind of drunk.
The person who steals lunches from work fridges is a hero because I didn't need that lunch. What I needed was an excuse to go out to eat. Yum, yum, yum. And then I get to be a self-righteous C-word the rest of the day. I get to walk around like someone stole my lunch. And then other people are going to do my job for me because I'm the victim of a crime. Maybe I'll steal my own lunch just for attention. Time.
Shoot, well, that was like pretty good. Do I start now?
Yeah, you're up.
Shoot, that was pretty good, but like you can also say the same thing about people who get their lunch stolen at work. Like they have the upper hand. They're like, somebody stole my lunch. First of all, you're creating all this drama in the office, which like if you work in an office, what the fuck else are you gonna do? You live for drama, right? For drama and bathroom breaks. And everyone's on your side. Somebody might buy you lunch. Like Am I arguing for your side right now? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, I famously hate drama. That's why I started a rumor that someone was a conjoined twin just for fun. I'll just say whatever. I am the villain at work. Sometimes I act stupid so that I don't have to do work because it's easier to do my job for me than explain to me how to do my job.
Good strategy.
I'm the worst.
Time. Okay. A lot of good points here, and most of them were for Shelly's side because Allie was also arguing Shelly's side. So, but it's going to be up to you, the audience, to vote. So head into the poll right below on the description in YouTube and click on your favorite here, whoever you want to see advance to the next round. And while that's happening, let's say hello to, Joel Rayberg is also online with us watching. And, if there's one guy you wish was in the room with you while you were doing your debate, it's Joel, because he's just the best laugher, right? How much do we miss Joel? So much. But maybe we can just get him in the Zoom and just like let him keep his microphone on. And that would be fine. And Steve Albert's here too, and Joe Palmer, and Pat Barrett. Hey, Pat.
He's in the other room.
Oh, he left.
Pat.
Here he comes.
I lied. I thought Pat was here.
He's
Oh,
right
there he is. Hey, Pat.
Hey.
What's happening?
Hello. You're right. Hello.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So
Aw.
let's see if people have finished voting yet on this one, and who will be moving on to the next round. And it will be Shelly Gruenberg moving on to the next round. Nice job, Shelly. And our next debate will be between Rick Canavan and Wayne Maston. So, hey, Rick.
Hey, bud.
Did your dog change?
So the dog that you saw earlier, he's a scientist, and he made this potion that he drinks, and then he turns into this guy. And this guy's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit.
Sounds like a Jekyll and Hyde thing to me, Rick.
It sure does, Wayne.
I don't know if I'm buying this. But anyways, Rick, you can choose whether you go first or second here.
I would like to go second, please.
Second, okay. So let's see. Wayne, your question is going to be from Ken Green. And what he wants to know is what's the best way to save money now that everything is a Zoom call? It's all Zoom meetings now. So what's the best way to save money? Is it using fake backgrounds so you don't have to buy important books to put behind you, or selling all of your pants?
I think I'm going to go with selling all of my pants. Now that I'm working from home, I don't have to dress up for anybody anymore. And it saves a lot of extra time during the day, not having to change out of my pajamas when I'm on the Zoom call. And as you can see from this Zoom call, you don't see anything below my shoulders. So I got a lot of threads that I can put out there, and I can follow in my mom's footsteps by taking them out to the off-price rummage sale, and I can probably make a significant amount of money because there are lots of people that really still need pants. I mean, Rick's dogs need pants. And sailors need pants. And people that, are out working in the wet and in the cold, they need more than one pair of pants. They need a couple of pair of pants. So if I'm selling my pants off, that's definitely going to be a big bonus increase to the money that I make, and don't have to spend with ironing and pressing and all that other stuff that goes along with it.
Wayne, you're talking about selling your pants off. Quit flirting, pal, huh? I definitely think the best way to approach this question that I was asked is the fake Zoom background, because I think that people can't really tell the difference when you see a fake Zoom background. Like, people think this is my actual house, which I don't understand because there's a degree on the wall. So obviously I don't live here. It's very, I just really don't think that people can tell the difference between a fake thing or a real thing online. So why bother? Why bother spending the money on the real thing? Oh, hi, buddy. He's hungry.
Todd.
No, what? Okay, sure.
Well, the problem with the Zoom background is, you tend to fade in and out into that background. And I already have people accusing me of fading in and out of all the Zoom meetings that I sit in on. I'm, not getting any younger, and I tend to nod off in some of those meetings. As it is, so they say, now they're just going to say, they're going to prove, look at, you're fading in and out because you got that fake background. But if I'm, not wearing any pants, it's more likely to keep me awake. So that's a good thing too.
True.
This is a myth. Wearing pants does not actually keep you awake. And I've tried. I don't really want to argue against Wayne on this one. I really liked his second round argument.
Well, Rick, if you liked it, you can vote for it now in the link. Just go on and vote for him. And yeah, hold up that pillow. Rick, can you say something so that people can see your screen?
I mean, I could, sure.
Wins.
Ooh, is anyone sensing a love connection?
Okay. So while people are voting, I'll ask Shelly if you have any good recommendations for a Christmas movie that we could watch this week.
Oh, it's simple, Sean Carter. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. Are we talking about the cartoon one or the Jim Carrey one?
Both in a row.
Okay.
Have yourself a little Grinch night.
Yeah, sure. Sarah, are you up for that? Yeah? Okay. Back-to-back Grinch movies. I like it.
I hate to interrupt you, Shelley, but everyone knows that Halloween is Grinch's Night. That's one of the animated specials.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Watch that one next Halloween. Put that on your Halloween list.
Or put that on your Grinch night playlist. For Grinch night.
All right. So we're watching The Grinch and we're watching Jack Frost. Those are our three movies so far that we're gonna watch. Let me write this down. And let's see how everybody voted here. It looks like the crowd voted for Wayne Maston. So Wayne will be moving on. And we have one more round one more matchup in round one. So let's get right to it. It will be Sean Rosa versus Bill McMorrow. So, Sean, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay.
You
Bill.
know what? Do you not care whether I want to go first or second, Sean.
Bill, do you want to
Oh.
go first or second?
Oh,
I mean,
Bill.
it doesn't matter to me. I'm just glad to be here.
Okay. Yeah, we're happy to have you here, Bill.
I'll go second, please.
I was going second.
Oh, well, why would he ask me what I want to do?
I was just trying to be
It's already been
polite.
settled. What's up with Rick's taxidermy dog? That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Well,
Is
Rick.
that the YMCA bit?
All right.
Wait a minute. Is that Rick on the couch or is that a pillow of Rick? Oh, no, it's him.
All right. Your question is from Steve Albert.
Am I going first?
Yeah, Bill, you're going first.
All right, calm down.
Bill, your question is from Steve Albert, and he asks, what's the more annoying thing about being a kid and getting your siblings hand-me-downs? Is it that they weren't your size or the questionable style choices?
It was that my oldest sibling was my sister. So stylish choices. They were dresses mostly, for the most part. A couple jumpers. I think there were a few jumpers in there, jumpsuits. Sean, you probably know them as jumpsuits. I called it a jumper. Color-wise, probably. I'm an autumn. She's a summer. That's a joke about skin tone, Sean. I don't know if you get that down south. What are we doing here, guys? Hey, remember comedy? Remember when we used to do this and it mattered somewhat, even just a little bit? Remember when we'd go out and stand in a room and people would be like, and just laugh and spit all over the place, and we all just acted like just another fucking day at the rodeo out here. And now it's like, man, if any of you fucking cough near me, I'd probably punch you. I mean, hypothetically, naturally. No, I meant literally. Sorry.
Oh, I miss comedy. I miss, and now comedy is gone and it's never ever going back. But yeah, it's got to be the fact that they were too big for me. Like, look, every pair of jeans becomes some Junko jeans when they're drastically too big for you. And that's what would happen. I was a very small child for a while, and then I was too big. So those two, I've never fit right. I've never been that Goldilocks bowl of porridge that was just right. I was either swimming in clothes or being.
Like, remember when you could go out and just see another person and say hi to another person, and that person would either say hi back to you or just wouldn't. And now it's just the same day, every day, over and over. Does everybody else remember that? I don't know. Sean, remember that night at Rafferty's, you, me, and Sean Sullivan, the Yeah You Did night? Remember that comedy night? That was a fun comedy night. And now stuff like that can't happen. Not only because no comedy, I'm going to go over my time because I'm a little steamed now. Not only because there's no comedy, but there's no fucking restaurants left. Like, every place is fucking closing. I'm losing my mind over it. All right, time.
Look, all we can do is sit here in our oversized jeans and wait. And just wait and wait and wait. And it's going to be terrible, but you know what? Like a pair of jeans that are too big, we'll grow into it eventually. We'll spread ourselves out, and eventually it'll all fit together.
Chat. All right. A lot of solid points here. Some of them off topic a little bit, but you
Dude, he
know,
looks like a cult leader when he's saying that. That got very frightening at the end. He was about to ask for donations.
Bill, I don't know if I remember the night you're talking about, but I do remember.
Yeah,
when
you do. Yeah, you do. It was that all night when you got up and you were like, "Oh, so I pee in the what's that? The pee in the shower."
You know,
look like a statue. Yeah, you do.
Bill,
it was only like 5 of us at Rafferty's like all night too, so it's not. Yeah, I mean,
don't ruin the punchline. I was gonna do all of my jokes following this debate. So,
do you remember jokes? Do you still have?
I actually hosted a show for the BCF the other day, and I had to listen to my album to remember jokes that I did. Yeah. So, no, I don't know how people are. I don't know how people are like.
How is that? Like, are there people laughing in a room? Do they have their mics on to laugh?
Yeah, they come into the Zoom meeting and they have their mics on so that they can laugh in the
like
Zoom
that. Just feels like it all just feels like the worst of the worst open mic to me.
I'll tell you, it's actually not bad. Like having people in the Zoom meeting, having like 40 people in a Zoom meeting with their mics on is surprisingly pretty good and not as chaotic as you would expect.
Yeah, you would expect that to be chaotic.
Yeah, you might hear like a dog bark once in a while, but people are pretty good about not talking during people's set and stuff like that. So it's not bad. But anyways, I was gonna say I don't know if I remember that night, Bill, but I do remember when you and I did a PTA fundraiser with Sean Sullivan and Weymouth.
Oh, and Tim McIntyre.
McIntyre, and it was a PTA fundraiser, and I think you did your
9/11 joke.
No, you did your kitty porn joke.
Yeah, I did that in the 9/11 joke.
Yeah, and then afterwards, some woman walked up to you and was like, "I bet you were a real bad boy when you were younger." And you were like, "What do you mean when I was younger?" And then just walked away. And I was like, "Hell yeah, Bill."
Weymouth knows.
Yeah, Weymouth recognizes it. All right, let's see if people voted on this, who they voted for, and who's gonna be into the next round. So the results are in, and Sean Rosa is our winner this round.
Congratulations, Sean. Hopefully there'll be a Zoom room left to continue doing comedy, and after the next one gets shut down because of, I don't know, what are they shutting things down for now? Because there's only, what is it? A pandemic? All right, I'll go.
All right. Our next matchup is between Shelly Gruenberg and Nick Martucci. So, hey, Shelly, what's up? Do you want to go first or second here?
Can I go second again, please?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Nick, I like the background.
Yeah, I needed to make sure people knew that I wasn't doing a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be funny tonight, so I need to make sure that no jokes are happening.
Good, perfect. All right, your question is another one from Steve Albert, and he asks, while roughhousing, you accidentally put one of your friends in the emergency room. Should you cover the $150 copay, or was driving them there and saving them the ambulance fee enough?
Look, if I'm a good enough person that I'm driving them there, then that's more than enough. I thought we just weren't friends anymore. Like, they're free to walk out if they can. I'll roll them out if they need to. But once they're on the sidewalk, that's the city's property. I'm driving them there. I'm basically the nicest person that they've ever been friends with. I'm not going to pay for their health care. I'm just like my country. I don't pay for your health care. Time.
I'm not. Driving them there is enough. I'm not going to pay for their stuff, but I'm also not going to drive them there. You know why? Because let this serve as a lesson. Be better at fighting. You don't get driven. There are no handouts here. No free medicine. Time.
We are 100% on the same page. This is no longer a debate. We are not paying for your hospital. We are not fucking driving you there. Get out of our, if we kick your ass, get out of our lives. It worked for me and my father. It's going to work for our friendship. If I can kick your ass, you're out. You handle whatever medical bills you have. This is not a service. This is not, I'm not going to pay your bills for you. We fought, you lost, fuck off.
Also, me driving them to the hospital is not going to be doing them any favors. My car is from a year that starts with 90. I have a headlight out and my vision is bad. I have hit, here's a list of things I've hit with my car. Mailbox, a McDonald's, my ex-boyfriend's new boyfriend's dad. You don't want me driving, or do you?
All right, a lot of good points, and we learned a lot about Shelly's driving history. So make sure to vote for your favorite here in the Pick a Side Stupid poll. It is right below the video in the description on YouTube, and you can vote for either Shelly or Nick. And while we're doing that, just looking at the comments here, and I think this was probably from when Rick had his Darby pillow out, but Katie Baker was saying that we should all put ourselves on pillows, and I agree. I think, you know, I don't know if anybody in here has joined the Secret Santa thing, but Liz Esty was setting one up, and I think that would just be a nice gift exchange. Is that if everybody in the Secret Santa gave each other a pillow with themselves on it, that'd be pretty sweet.
Why are you trying to diminish my dog's award?
What's the award for, Rick?
Best dog.
And they gave him a pillow.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's sponsored by the My Pillow guy.
Okay, well, that seems like you're starting to get a little bit loose with the facts here, Rick.
Sean, I don't know. You're so distrustful of me.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be. It's a good point. Probably was the My Pillow guy.
All right, talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, bye, Rick. It was nice knowing you. Well, he's gone. Okay. Well, the votes are in, and it looks like the audience voted for Shelly Grunberg to advance. So Shelly will be going on and debating against one of these folks, Sean Rosa and Wayne Maston. So Sean, do you want to go first or second here?
I'll go second.
Second, okay. So Wayne, your question is, oh, that's a question from Wayne Maston. We have 2 questions in a row from Wayne Maston, so I'm going to skip them because I don't want to give Wayne his own question here. But this one is from Sarah Albanese, and she asks, better side hustle, you're trying to make a little extra money, OnlyFans or Instacart?
I think I'm going to have to say Instacar, because in order to have an Instacar, all you need is a little water. You just add water and there you have it. Instacar. And in these day and age when we have to worry about people being around us, we don't want to call Uber. We don't want to call any kind of taxi or anything like that. We want to have Instacar so that when we do need to travel, we'll just dump that water out. Instacar will pop up, we'll jump in, and we will take off and get where we need to go without having to worry about putting on a mask or doing any of that other stuff, and maybe not even worrying about having to have somebody sneeze some viruses at us or any of that good stuff. So Instacart is definitely where I'm going to be in terms of a side hustle. In fact, it may be so valuable that I may give up my primary job and make it my first job and have my primary defense acquisition job as a side hustle.
Okay, Sean Rosa.
All right. Let's just get it out of the way and let's just put out feelers here. Sean Rosa, OnlyFans. What do we think, people? Yeah, yes. This is we all have to think about it, and here it is. I mean, there are so many things you can do with it. You don't even have to like post anything sexual. People will pay for it. It'll be like just post pictures of your feet, pictures of your knees, pictures of your fingers. Some people might text me pictures of your beard, no face, just beard. Like that is there is so much freedom to do what you want. And guess what? Sex work is work, even if you're not having sex in your sex work. And it's just look, pictures of your butt aren't work.
I think that once people got to look at Sean's beard, that would stop them dead in their tracks. They'd be afraid that they might find all kinds of critters in there. And although that it's nice to get, a little bit of grooming and pretend that you're part gibbon and, that you're working against, the bug population, still, you're going to need some way to transport yourself to get to that grooming with Sean. And again, without Instacart, how are you going to have any way to make that happen safely and securely?
Oh, I'm sure some people will pay extra for the critters. That is the way to go. Some people want the crit pics, and I'm here to give it to them. I wanna. It's called OnlyFans. I am only as good as my fans, and I want to do what they want me to do. So if that involves critters anywhere, not just my beard, anywhere, but so.
Tap. All right, so a lot of good points here, and you're gonna have to vote for your favorite in the link below. Head into the pickasidestupid.com #poll voting site there, and you can vote for either Wayne or Sean, whether you want butt pics, Rosie Locks butt pics, or Instacar deliveries. Vote for your favorite. And in the meantime, I guess I should ask Wayne for a Christmas movie suggestion. What do you think, Wayne?
Well, I think you might try the original Christmas Carol from like the 1930s or whenever it was. That was a pretty amazing movie. They had special effects because they had to have Marley's ghost shaking the chains. And it's in black and white, and it's a pretty dim, story in the first place. So you get, the darkness of Scrooge by watching that original Christmas Carol. Although you could also jump up to, a more modern version and watch Bill Murray in Scrooged, which is definitely one of my favorite comedies.
Yeah, Scrooge is good. It holds up pretty well, actually. And A Christmas Carol, of course, I should add to the list. Also, if you're watching this and you want to comment a Christmas movie that I should check out, let me know. I know somebody, I think Steve had said Santa's Sleigh, which somebody else had mentioned before, so I might be checking that one out as well. But let me know. And Muppet Christmas Carol, of course, Katie, one of the greatest Christmas movies that there is the Muppets Christmas Carol. So the votes are in. The audience has voted on who's going to be facing off against Shelley in the final round here. and it will be a close one, but our friend Wayne Maston will be moving on. So, yeah. So, final matchup of the evening. Everybody, please welcome Wayne Maston and Shelley Grunberg. So, Wayne, do you want to go first or second?
First has been good to me tonight. I think I'll stay with it.
Okay. So this is the last question because we have to skip Wayne's questions here because we can't ask him his own question. But I think it is worth reading them so that people know what Wayne had contributed here tonight that didn't quite make it on, although I thought that we were going to ask them. So the first one you said, Wayne, was your parent just died. To save on funeral expenses, do you cremate them or just bury them in the backyard next to the hamster? Great question. I think very applicable to everyday life. So thanks for that one. And the second one was better way to save on toilet paper. Ask for extra napkins every time you go to a fast food place or use those CVS receipts, which again, of course, you could argue either side of that. And I would have loved to have heard it, but we got to go on to the last question of the night. So Wayne, I'm going to ask you, what's the better way to save money on your wedding? Is it to wear your mom's wedding dress or have a friend make your cake for you?
Well, I'm going to go with the wearing my mom's wedding dress because my mom had a great sense of style. It was timeless. It had pearls, it had lace, it had a train that stretched for about a mile down the aisle behind her. And after the wedding's over, we can wrap up in that train and keep warm. So we'll not only be saving money on the wedding, we'll also be saving money on our heating bills come wintertime. And for whatever else reason, I'm gonna, endear myself to my mom by wearing that wedding dress, which means that she's gonna keep me in the will. And I'm gonna knock off that big inheritance as well. Because you know that in order for her to be able to afford a wedding dress like that,
yeah, my mom is 5'2" and shaped like Tinkerbell. I am not getting in that dress. It would look like a little capri pant dress. Also, me wearing my mom's wedding dress would not endear me to my mother because it will remind her that she's married to my dad. Okay? She would not be thrilled about that. Also, I'd probably spill something on it. I like to eat spaghetti with my hands. Time.
well, it doesn't hurt to have a little spotting on your dress. Because again, you can probably find a nice person who'd be more than willing to use that club soda to clean off those spots. Because we all know we're not going to spend money to take it to the dry cleaner. And I'm telling you, there's no way in hell that I would have any of my friends bake a wedding cake for me. There's no telling what kind of ingredients they would put in it. I'm sure all of my friends at the wedding would have a great time, either that or they die, one way or the other. That's kind of...
Not to brag, but I don't think any of my friends want to poison me. No, it's an odd flex. Also, I love to make my friends do tasks for me to make sure they still like me. Time.
All right, a lot of good points here, but who's going to win? Well, it's up to the audience. So go in and vote for your favorite now, whether it's Shelley or Wayne, and we will soon have our champion for the evening. And while we're waiting, maybe I can ask Peter for a suggestion for a Christmas movie to watch. What do you think, Peter? What's a good Christmas movie? I think you're muted again, or your mic is off or something.
Home Alone count?
Oh yeah, Home Alone is a Christmas movie. Yeah, that counts. Some would say that's the only correct answer to that question. So, are you saying Home Alone the original, or would you go as far as 2, or would you go all the way into the ones that Macaulay Culkin's not even involved anymore?
I don't think those ones count, right?
You know, there's an argument to be had there. You know, do they? It's
You can't deviate from the classics, right?
it's debatable. So
This is true.
I don't know if they do count, but I'm gonna say I would not go any further than the Macaulay Culkin ones.
I feel like they haven't come up with any good recent Christmas movies.
Let's see. Last night I watched Anna and the Apocalypse, and that's pretty good. It's a musical, but you know, I can deal with it. And Four Christmases is decent. That's a few years old, but it's not too old.
Are they doing a Zoom version for this year?
The Zoom version of Four Christmases? I hope so.
Just a Zoom version of Christmas in general this year, right? Because that's probably what it's supposed. That's the correct format.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna do Zoom Christmas with my parents because I haven't seen them in a year now, I think. So, well, it will be probably by the time that Christmas rolls around. So, very exciting stuff. Let's see who the audience voted for here in the finale, in the last matchup of the night, and who our champion is for this evening. So you guys voted, and you voted for Shelly Gruenberg. Shelly is our winner. Congrats, Shelly.
You.
Yeah, great job. And thanks everybody for being part of the show. And thanks to everybody that was watching it on YouTube and, you know, contributed questions and all of that stuff. It's just good to see everybody on a Friday. So good times. I'll see y'all next week. Good night.
Night.
Hi, John.
John.
Pick a side.